Lucknow's Charbagh station was overflowing with people, and in that sea of crowds a small child got lost. His cries were swallowed by the noise. Just then a beggar, who himself had nothing, stepped forward. Yet his heart was so big it could defeat the world. He held the innocent child's hand and made a promise to himself. As long as I'm alive, this child will not be alone for 8 days. He searched harder than the police. He fought wealth with greater courage, and in the biting cold he kept the fire of humanity burning. Friends, when the truth finally came out, the whole world was stunned. Clothes may be torn, pockets may be empty, but humanity is never poor. So friends, watch this story till the end, because today humanity will win. Like this video, share it, and write your name and city in the comments. Now let's see the story from the beginning. Charbagh. Stations red and yellow. Building glowed in the fading evening. Light like an old fort. On the platform, the steam rising from kettles of milk tea, the clinking of earthen cups, and the long whistle of trains together created a restless music. Amid this noise, near gate number 2, sat Ramu on a torn blanket, a small brass bowl in front of him. His face had darkened from years under the sun, but there was still a strange softness in his eyes, as if the more life had taken from him, the more humanity he had clutched to his chest. At that moment, separated from the crowd on platform number 3, a small boy came stumbling along. Chintu, around 7 or 8 years old, wearing a blue t-shirt and tiny shoes, a light Spider-Man backpack on his shoulder. He wasn't crying. He was just looking at every passing face as if hoping a spark of recognition would flicker. But there was no light anywhere. Ramu's gaze froze on him. He pushed his bowl aside and slowly got up, approaching the boy, close enough not to scare him, far enough to keep trust intact. "Son, what's your name?" Not really a question, more like a gentle touch. The boy peeped from under his lashes and said, "Chintu, Mama and Papa were on the train." My hand slipped, the words were small, but the fear was long. A warm wave rose in Ramu's throat like hot tea. He remembered his own lost world, the day the city had taken everything from him, piece by piece. He spoke at once. "Come, first drink some water." He took the boy to a stall, pulled out the 3 remaining coins from his pocket, and bought a bottle. Chintu took small sips. As if with each sip a little hope opened up, Ramu took him to the GRP police post. The constable barely looked up, dunking a biscuit into his tea, and said roughly, "Leave him here. If a report comes, the parents will take him." 2 or 4 like this come every day in the crowd. Ramu tried to explain. "Sir, look into the child's eyes. If he stays alone tonight, he'll break. Make an announcement, start a search." The constable shrugged. "Procedure. Do your own work." What work did Ramu have besides begging to survive? But in that moment, he decided this was his work today. "Keep the child with me," he said. "I'll find his people. I'll report back in the morning." The constable laughed. "Big angel you are." Nothing was written down. Night grew deeper. Outside the station, Ramu seated Chintu on his spot on the footpath. He draped half his blanket over the boy's shoulders, leaving himself in the cold. He bought 2 rotis, one for Chintu, one for himself. The boy ate half and handed the rest to him. "Uncle, you eat too." There was less salt in that share. More love. Ramu spoke softly to him. "Where did you come from? What do you remember last?" Chintu said, "Papa, a very big building, something flying on top, and a red car." A hazy sign flashed in Ramu's mind, but no name came. He decided that in the morning he would first go to the announcement desk, then the booking office, then the exit gates and CCTV. Being a beggar doesn't mean the mind begs. Humanity teaches you. Solutions at every step. Sleep pricked, like thorns at the edge of the fire. But Ramu chose to stay awake. He sat by Chintu's head all night like a watchman, like a father. Somewhere inside, a voice said, "From today your begging ends. Your fight begins." This fight would last 8 days, but he would not give up. The first cold breeze of morning set. Charbagh station in motion. Again, tea aromas, voices, pushing crowds. Everything the same. But Ramu's eyes were no longer on bowls or coins, only on Chintu's frightened face. Holding the boy's hand tightly, Ramu reached the announcement room. The lady there was buried in papers. Ramu gathered courage and said, "This child is lost. Please make an announcement." Without looking up, she asked, "Where are the parents?" "They're lost." She pulled her glasses down and scanned Ramu from head to toe. Bring a police report first. No announcement without an entry. Ramu's heart stung again. A poor man's words turned into suspicion. First, but he didn't. Give up, he ran from platform to platform with Chintu. So many faces, so many voices. With every round, Hope grew a little more tired. By afternoon, Chintu's legs gave way. Ramu sat him near a stall and said, "Wait here. Uncle will just get water." He returned with 2 glasses of water and 1 samosa. He didn't have money for 2. While feeding Chintu, there was a strange fatherly reassurance on Ramu's face. The boy ate half and followed his habit again. "Uncle, you eat half too." Ramu lowered his eyes. Sometimes a small human arrives with a big heart. Night was close again. Ramu wondered. If they didn't find them today either, were the policemen right? Would the rich even come to file a report? Or had someone simply left this little bird behind by mistake? He asked Chintu again. "What is your home like?" "Big, very big. There's something that flies on top," the child said. "The car is red. What does Papado?" Chintu quietly took out a drawing book from his bag and turned a page forward and